There are two areas that should kind of characterize our focus: growth in learning, and then beyond that, growth in virtue.
When I think about Delone, I think of loyalty, faithfulness, and enthusiasm.
But one of the terms that you hear when you spend any time here at Delone Catholic is squire or squirehood. And this idea of a squire is very important to us. It helps to inform our identity. A squire, of course, is an understudy to a knight. And so our students, very much are squires. And they're squires with a view of becoming knights, right? So we're trying to equip our students with a sense of service to others, which is the hallmark of a knight.
This place is special because the students are invested. We don't have a large population, but we're able to be very active with our sports, with our productions, because the students embrace the opportunity to be involved and create their own community here within the building.
You feel that deep sense of community, you feel that stewardship for each other, for the world around us. You feel that sense of belonging, which I think is really important in today's world, and also instilling in them this sense of responsibility as they go out into the world and become our future leaders.
I think it's important to know that sending your students to Delone is not just a choice in education. It's a choice in education. It's a choice in your faith. It's a choice in how you want your student to be nurtured throughout their educational career. It's how you want your student to be prepared.
It's a community that welcomes all sorts of different people and really comes to know who you are.
At Delone Catholic, our motto is to be doers of the word. The rest of that scripture passage is, and not hearers only. Something we talk about a lot in the Sacred Studies department is making sure that the students are not just memorizing facts and concepts, but really taking them to heart and thinking about how they can apply these to their life as a young adult Christian, as a young adult Catholic.
I think you don't really understand the gifts of this community until you're really immersed in it.
There's nothing like Delone on a Friday night.
I think that there is a sense of pride and responsibility that when you put on a Delone Catholic sweatshirt, you put on a Delone Catholic uniform, you understand that with that comes a sense of responsibility, a sense of pride.
If you are feeling that nudge, you're probably on the right track to just send them, to try Delone.
My parents told me that I could go to any school I wanted, and I chose Delone because I knew it would be a good fit for me and my education.
I'm proud to say I go to Delone Catholic.
I'm absolutely proud to be an alumni. And that being said, I'm proud that my kids are going to be alumni someday.
The best way to inform your decision making is to come and see. Visit us. Every day is open house. We welcome you to come by and to learn more about us.
Once you're a squire, you're always a squire.
This is Joseph Shirillo, graduating class of 2023 at Delone Catholic High School in McSherrystown, PA. My previous school experiences didn't prepare me to become the person I am today like Delone Catholic has. And when you enroll at Delone Catholic, you will be challenged, but at the same time, the school community nurtures you to create your own path. Delone Catholic welcomed me into their community and helped me become the person I am meant to be. I participated with the drama department, athletics, organized charity events, and serve in many leadership roles. All of these opportunities have prepared me for the next part of my life. Delone Catholic also helped me to grow in my relationship with God, and now I invite you to join this amazing community.
To schedule a private tour and learn more about Delone Catholic High School, visit DeloneCatholic.org or call 717-637-5969. Delone Catholic, prepared to lead, prepared to serve, and prepared for life.
Join us at Delone Catholic High School's Fall Open House and Scholarship Competition this October. Meet our dedicated teachers, explore exciting extracurriculars, and meet current students.
I think you don't really understand the gifts of this community until you're really immersed in it.
Give your child the freedom to thrive in a welcoming, supportive environment.
Above all else, our community supports each other.
Learn more about the open house and reserve your spot for the scholarship competition at DeloneCatholic.org.
me miss out on that one and another one because of your schedule? That might have been the reason
there I am. Sorry. Hi, everybody. This is Danny Smith. Welcome tonight to Varsity Volleyball. I want to thank everyone for joining us, and please bear with us. This is our first setup in the Sonny Sheppard Memorial Gymnasium, and as you know from other years, our first is always the one filled with the most technical bugs. So I don't know. We do have someone that's coming in to join us for the live stream to do commentary for this tonight, but there may be running a little bit late or things happen, but so we're going to do our best. I have Bill here with me, my husband, Mr. Smith. We have Luke, who's going to be joining us for the camera. One of these times we're going to figure out how to tie into the huddle camera. If anybody out there listening knows how to do that, please reach out to Mr. Smith. But while, give me just a moment here, I am going to try and bring some details up so that we can share some upcoming things with you for the coming year. And we will be bringing things throughout our upcoming live stream. Of course, will be live tomorrow night, September 13th, the all-school mass September 19th, football again September 20th. We do have some other dates coming up. I'm just waiting for confirmation. We will share them to you and they will be out on social media. Please make sure that you check out our Facebook page, Instagram, the other social media accounts that Delone has, and of course the website that always has the most up-to-date, and there's a DCBN page. Also, my DCHS app is a great resource for information. You find out about upcoming school events, athletic events, open houses, all kinds of things that are going on. They also have partner news that they share. And speaking of which, I want to see if I can bring up, this is our Squire Guild. We want to thank Trummer Family Dentistry, G&S Foods, Donald B. Smith Roofing Incorporated, McSherrystown Home Association, Griffith Plumbing Services, the McSherrystown K Council number 2551 and the Ladies Auxiliary, Hanover Auto Team, David Ross Orthodontics, Thrivent, Molly Bruce, Conawago Enterprises, and Conawago Contractors. Thank you so much for those that I named and other Squire Guild sponsors. If you are interested in helping to support our Squires, please contact Mr. Matt Thomas at mthomas@DeloneCatholic.org or visit DeloneCatholic.org/Squires Guild. You can also scan that QR code that you see on your screen. It'll take you right to where you need to go on the website for more information about how to become a Squire Guild member. Sorry, the camera started to move and I didn't realize that Luke was on it and I got a little nervous. Bill, anything you want to throw in there tonight? Upcoming school things going on that...
With school, the only thing I'm really thinking of is to remind parents that next Wednesday there won't be any classes because of the Diocesan Education Conference. All the teachers from the diocese go up to McDevitt to do teacher stuff all day. We meet and have mass and have different breakout sessions where we learn about stuff. But we won't have classes for any of the students that day.
Yeah, we do have future Squire nights coming up. You can find more information on it on the website. I did put up a graphic. Scan the QR code. Let me see if I have those nights. I think I do, but and for those of you that don't know what future Squire nights are, fans in grade K through 8 are invited to join us on any future Squire nights. Coming up for football, it's Friday, September 20th, but gates will open at 5:30. You want to be here by 6:20 to run onto the field with the Delone Catholic Squires. That game is against Bermudian Springs. It will begin at 7. Also, band and cheerleaders have an opportunity to join in the band, and cheerleaders can perform with the band and cheerleading that night. So please, you want to make sure you let somebody know that you're interested in doing that. You can scan the QR code on the screen to sign up. Future Squires will be admitted for free with paid adult admission. The theme for the night is Blackout, but we have some other future Squire nights that we will get together and announce at the football game and social media. So we want to make sure that we bring that up. Also, homecoming is coming up. There's lots of activities going on for homecoming. You have the Powder Puff volleyball and football game. You can find the itinerary for everything that we're going to talk about at the QR code or at the website under homecoming. They have Squire uniform and banner auction on October 6th, 7 p.m., October 13th, 7 p.m. Also, our home football games, I believe, and many of the other events that are going on, the home games, they're trying to keep the Squire store open, but I believe from 6 till 7 tomorrow night, you can stop in at the Squire store. Back to homecoming. Spirit Week runs October 7th through October 11th. And Friday, October 11th, there's the pep rally at 2 p.m. that'll be here at school. 5 p.m. you can sign up to take a tour of Delone. You want to meet under the scoreboard at the football field. They will have 6:15 the presentation of homecoming court and the crowning. 6:30 the marching band will have a presentation, which we will air as much of as we can. Sometimes we get cut off audio when that happens, so bear with us if that occurs. That's YouTube doing that to us, not the school. 7 p.m. is kickoff for the football game, and of course after the football game you can join alumni and friends after party at Something Wicked. You do need to RSVP for that, so check out the website for that information or scan that QR code. And if you are an alumni cheerleader, you are invited to cheer with the girls that night, so you can check out the school website or RSVP through the homecoming situation. The QR code, sorry, will take you to the website. October 12th, that Saturday, there is a class reunion for 1974, the 50th reunion at Ballroom on Broadway. 7 to 10, the homecoming dance starts at Delone Catholic High School on October 12th. Sunday, October 13th, I believe they're planning to do a homecoming brunch, and you can order tickets for that on the website. So there is a lot going on. Also, season passes are now on sale. So if you are interested in a season pass, scan the QR code or go to the website and you can get a gold pass, which is good for admission to all regular season games for fall, winter, and spring. The prices are listed on there, and they have individual and family passes. They also have the black passes, which are admission good to all regular season home games for the fall only. Again, they have individuals and family, so there's lots of information there. Or you can call into the office. If Bill, do the phone number for the office, I don't have it up here.
717-637-5969. The extensions, I'm not sure.
But if they go to that, the key will come up. We also have the fall programs on sale. You can do digital or you can do the good old paper edition. So those are $5 a copy. You can scan the QR code and go to that. We are keeping an eye on the clock, just trying to keep so that we don't talk over when they start things here, but do want to make sure that you have information about upcoming activities and events. So the fall program is on sale. Again, the Squire store is going to be open from 5 to 7 in the Sheppard lobby on the nights of varsity home football games this season. They'd like to remind you that cash or checks are accepted, and please note that this merchandise is different than from what's available on the BSN 24/7 sideline store. So keep that in mind. That I just talked about, the school store being open. Also wanted to give you an opportunity. Nolan, senior kicker Nolan Cruz is dedicating his final season here at Delone to the cause of kicking childhood cancer with the Alex Lemonade Stand Foundation. So if you can please support that effort. He writes asking that, stating that these are Nolan's words. I've been blessed to be an athlete and play sports my entire life, and I'm in relatively good health. Unfortunately, some kids like me never get the chance to experience the joy of athletics, or maybe they have but had it unexpectedly taken away from them by a sudden cancer diagnosis. As a senior this season, I want my athletic experience to be more than just about about individual and team goals and success. I want to use my abilities to kick a football to fight against childhood cancer by raising funds for Alex Lemonade Stand Foundation for Childhood Cancer. Please help me meet or even exceed my pledge goal while also creating awareness for this important life-changing cause. So we are helping him by asking Squire Nation if you can help Nolan reach his fundraising goal. You can go to the website that is alexlemonade.org/2024/kicking-childhood-cancer to pledge your support. I believe that's also listed on our website, which is just a click, or you can scan that QR code and you can help Nolan reach his goal. Also, if you would like to come to join us at the open house and scholarship competition on Sunday, October 27th from 1 to 3, you can scan that QR code or check out our website for more information. If you're interested in belonging to a community that wants you to be the best you possible, please RSVP to come join us. You can, like I said, scan the QR code or go to DeloneCatholic.org/open house. Let us know that you can join us, meet the teachers, coaches. You'll get to tour the campus with a student ambassador, learn more about the exciting extracurricular opportunities here at the activities fair. Previously, we did have the broadcasting equipment set up, and so I think that if there's room for us, we're going to do that again at the open house.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah,
I may be switching back and forth with the science department and the activities, but I do think we'll have a presence there just to show the stuff that we do, the ways to keep in touch, and the opportunities for students here. We're expanding things. You know, we have we don't have a class yet, but we do have an internship here.
We have the Broadcast Now competition, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But also, we will have 2 opportunities for current 8th graders who are interested in coming to Delone. The winner, 2 scholarship competitions. A winner of each competition will earn a $1,000 scholarship renewable for 4 years. One is a Quiz Bowl style trivia competition limited to the first 30 students who register, or an essay competition. You'll be given a prompt to write the essay on site during the open house. Essays will be judged anonymously at a later date, so parents can choose from a number of informational breakout sessions that you'll have there while your students are competing. But please, you need to register for those scholarship competitions when you RSVP, and so we're really looking forward to meet you. Again, Bill, the number to the office if you have questions about that.
717-637-5969.
We have upcoming senior nights. October 1st, we have field hockey. That's a Tuesday. Cross country, obviously we can't do cross country. We are planning to live stream the field hockey senior night. October 3rd, boys soccer senior night. That is one we're also intending to live stream. October 10th, unfortunately, we cannot do the girls soccer and volleyball. However, my understanding is the huddle will be running so that the girls volleyball senior night will be captured, and we will also be on the football field for the girls soccer night. So the intention is to do that as well. Our intention is, because we can't do the girls volleyball senior night, assuming all the stars align, hopefully we'll be doing another volleyball October 7th. So please check out DCBN calendar on the website or social media for more details. Once we have those dates locked in and confirmed, Mrs. Furman is going to put those up out on social media. The only reason we haven't yet is because we're still waiting to get some information confirmed. So we are down to a minute to go. So during the game, if there's a timeout, you may see me flash some information up on the screen. Just know that, we're going to do our best. Bill and I are not great volleyball. We know what we're watching, but don't always know the details of why. So we will do our best. If there's silence, it's because, we're going to just let the players speak for themselves.
Yeah, a lot of times I think we're going to let the action speak for itself.
If we feel there's something value to add, we might jump in.
Yeah, if there's any clarification I can get from the officials, just reading their signals and such, that would be one of the bigger things I might be able to add, just because it might not be big enough on your screen to see that, but I might be able to see it better here. The in or out, the net violations and such, we'll do our best with those. Try to give recognition to good plays from both teams and individual players as we can.
So bear with us while we do what we can here with this. I am going to turn on the turn off our mics and turn on the camera mic. Hopefully they'll pick up some of the PA. Okay, as we're getting set up here for the game to start, we're just going to let things roll.
I'm in headset. Okay.
Love that we have a nice, robust student section here
Yes,
tonight.
we do. Squirettes will be on our left. The Irish will be on our right. In the green, Squirettes in the black. That we have Megan Jacoby out there, our setter, as in the white. And they have their setter. That's Isabella Zimlicki. Starting off, good set by Megan. And that was a fourth. Yeah, that was fourth hit. So point to York Catholic. So Bailey Green's continuing to serve. And another point to the Irish, 2-0. A little bit of defensive play. Both teams really digging it out. (3-0) Irish.
The camera's fine.
Meredith Kiefer digs it out, and just long. Still 4-0 now for the Irish. And miss serve there by Bailey, and serve goes over to Caden Bello. Left-handed serve by Bello. Serve goes back to York Catholic. And Alexa Firestone appears to be the server. Dug out by Jacoby. Marley Rudolph with the hit. And just deep. Hit by Jaden Brown. We have 5-2 Irish with Marley Rudolph to serve. And that hit was out. So Rudolph's going to continue to serve at 5-3. 3 serving 5. The hit went long there by the Irish, so the Squires are pulling back to within 1, 4-5. the serve's going to go back to the Irish with them leading 6-4. And serving is going to be Isabella Zimlicki. Good block there by the Irish. Another chance there by Meredith. And a good hit there by number 17, Alexa Firestone for the Irish. Puts them up 7-4. That was tipped there by Green, so it's whether it was in or out, it was still touched by Catholic, so it's going to go over to the Squires at 5-7, and Megan Jacoby's going to be serving. And their third hit, the Irish's third hit didn't go over, so going back to Megan Jacoby at 6, serving 7. I kind of handcuffed the Irish player there. Caught her kind of in between a set and a bump. Again, if my terminology's a little off, it's because it's probably 20 or 30 years old. But now it's 8-7. Squirettes. Jacoby continuing to serve. And if you notice I don't know if you noticed from the video, but the ball did bounce off the ceiling, especially if the ball stays on one side of the court. The ceiling is in play and can be played off of. I don't know if you can hit the ceiling and have it go over the net, though. But we're now at 10-7. Megan Jacoby continuing to serve. And serves long, so it's going to be 8 serving 10 with Marley Koslow to serve for the Irish. Marley Rudolph digs it out, and Meredith Kiefer going for the hit. Gets it back, keeps it in play. Brown keeps it back in play and gets this one in. So we're going to have 9-10 for the Irish serving still. Jill Sherdell with a good hit. Played by the Irish. Meredith Kiefer again, and that gets through the block. Serves coming back to the Squirettes. We have a substitution. It looks like we have Sophia Vitale coming in. And serving is number 13, Kaylee Zortman. Nice block by Lily Kane. Marley Rudolph with a hit. Jaden Brown with a hit that's just a bit long again. She gets some good ones in. She gets a couple out. But she seems to be a pretty powerful player. Still serving is Kaylee Zortman. At 12-9 Squirettes. I do not know. Yeah, I'm not sure what I don't know if one of our girls were into the net. It might have been Lily. I saw a 33 flash from the official. That might have been Lily Kane into the net. It was a good hit by the Irish, but I didn't catch what happened. But getting the serve back, both for the team and individually, is Meredith Kiefer with a good hit, and she'll be serving with Squirettes up 13-10. Looks like Reagan Miller's going to be serving at 11-13. And that was a deep serve, and the Squirettes make a good play to leave it go. So it's going to be 14 serving 11. With Cora Chronister to serve. Number 17, Alexa Firestone with the hit, but blocked back over by the Squirettes. So we're at 15, serving 11. Still in the first game here for the varsity of York Catholic visiting the Squirettes here at Sheppard Gymnasium. And just in, a very well-placed serve. And we have a timeout for the Irish. At 16-11, Squirettes.
During the timeouts, we're going to try and put up some of our Squire Guild sponsors up on the screen. So if you see us that up there, these are businesses that have supported our athletic and extracurricular activities.
So back to play with Cora Chronister still with the serve. That may have been a carry by the Irish. Again, I missed the call, and it's not instinctive to me anymore. Very aggressive, quick play back and forth over the net. Looks like we're going to set up. Oh, nice. Nice hit by Alexa Firestone. A little bit of anticipation and getting him out of position. We have Bailey Green back to serve again. And now we're back 17-13, Squirettes with the Irish serving. That last hit was out. Nice hit there by Maurice Meckley. And I believe they're rolling that the ball hit the ground there, so that's going to be a good hit by Marley Rudolph and point to the Squirettes, and
we're seeing a lot of
serve
nice
to the Squirettes.
Control from both teams as far as those quick short shots and
varying your timing and your speed and when you hit, if on the way up or the way down. Both these teams are very good, very well skilled, and the more skills you have, the more strategy you can play, and the chess aspect of the strategic aspect of this is really, for high school, this is pretty good competition for both teams, and it's really well played.
Traditionally, the games we've seen with York Catholic have been very well matched to Our Lady Squirettes, and we always have good games.
And these programs, going back decades, are very good. I mean, I think back as far as Tom Hunt coaching back in around 2000 and getting them to districts every year. And there's been a history with York Catholic as well. Ever since we went from Blue Mountain League to the York League in the early 90s, when Danny and I were still in school, these programs have been very, very competitive with each other, and they've been at the top of the division all the time.
I did miss why that went to York Catholic. Is it because our girls touched the net when they hit?
Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I think it was in the net.
We haven't seen a lot of long volleys between the two sides, but there is some very good control and precision.
And they're setting their third hit up very well, and they're putting themselves in a position to not tip their hand. They're able to either hit it light, hit it hard. I know back when I played, we used to call those light hits dinks, but it wasn't a matter of, it's not because you want to hit it weakly. You want to set them up to really go back and then hit it forward. It's all strategy, and they're doing very well. Both sides are.
And neither side is heavily telegraphing that third hit, so it's hard to be where, because they have such good control over that last minute decision of where they're going to aim that ball.
And luckily, as a spectator, it's as easy as following follow the bouncing ball, but knowing a little bit about what it takes to get good at this, it's very impressive.
Yes.
So as much as I feel kind of inadequate to the game, I'm really happy. It's fun to watch and talk about this.
Well, thankfully, the nights that we can't be here, we have been able to tune into the huddle and watch JV and varsity games. And as much as I do like, and I'm glad we have Luke here working on the camera, the new wide angle that's available with the huddle, the one static shot with an almost movie type aspect ratio is really awesome to watch the game with. And there may be some tweaks we can do for the next game to get there. We have to look at this camera and see, but we may be able to accommodate that for the next game.
Yeah, it was hard to make that hit, have it blocked, and get it back. I think the ball hit not the arms but the body, and then that's the end of the point. But now we're at game point. Squires to serve. Megan Jacoby, she had a nice run of serves last time she had control. Oh. Very nice recovery by the Squirettes, and good recovery, good control by the Irish. Having 3 hits to go from defense to offense is really sometimes the difference, and the Squirettes did that well. you can really be scrambling to get that first hit, and then by the third, you're trying to do some real damage with it, and that time they got some good hits. First game is now finished with the Squirettes 25 and the Irish 18. We'll have a 3-minute intermission for the second game. But we are going to cycle through some of our Squires Guild sponsors.
I'm going to try to. We're working with a little bit different of a setup tonight, so that does struggle. Oh, I did want to mention about the McSherrystown Knights. They are located at one of our sponsors. They are located at 432 Main Street.
342.
342 Main Street, McSherrystown. You can reach out to them, 717-637-6229. You can also reach them by email, council, COUNCIL, at KOFC2551.org. This year they're celebrating 100 years, so you can check out their dinner specials on Facebook and any other activities they have going on. So please, reach out, check them out. Also, from Griffith Plumbing Services, even though they have plumbing in their name, GPS is more than just a plumbing company. They help homes and businesses with heating and cooling, ventilation, water and air quality, line placements, and so much more. They pride themselves on a long list of satisfied residential and commercial clients, impeccable customer service, and dedication to getting the job done right the first time. Their Adams County offices house some of the best in the business, and they serve all over Gettysburg, Hanover, York, and in between. So thank you so much. Also, let me see here. We did talk about Donald B. Smith, but wanted to let you know they're founded in 1948. They remain a second-generation privately held company with ownership controlled by Doug Smith. Founded on its principles of quality and workmanship, Donald B. Smith has been recognized nationally for numerous projects, and in 1999, Donald B. Smith Roofing was awarded the Craftsman of the Year award by the Baltimore Builders Exchange. So thank them so much for their continued support. Let's see here where we... Trummer Family Dentistry is a multi-generational practice caring for patients in the area that Delone Catholic serves. The office is conveniently located at 1180 High Street in Hanover, across from Menchie Music. Dr. Henry Strazella, 1954 Delone graduated, found the practice over 60 years ago. In 1999, Dr. Strazella, let's get things back to where we were headed. But we want to thank Trummer Family Dentistry and all of our Squire Guild members for their continued support.
And we have Kate and Bella for the Squirettes with the serve. And just out. That was a pretty well-placed serve, but it didn't make the line. I do know from the text there that we have to read for the Trummers that somebody I taught, Alex, is now one of the dentists there, so that makes one of us very old. I don't know if it's him or me. But now we're at 2-0 in favor of the Irish, and that is Bailey Green again serving for the Irish. And getting the serve back there was a good hit by the Squirettes. And serve's going back to the Irish at 3-1 Irish. And I believe we have Alexa Firestone to serve at 3-1. Nice dig there by Camilla Zepeda. She's a senior for the Squirettes. And Jada Brown with a hit back across the net. Good block, but they couldn't. If it's blocked straight up, you are able to hit the ball a second time. However, a lot of times if it happens so quick, you're not ready for it, and that's what happened with the Irish there. So we're at 2 serving 3 with Megan Jacoby back to serve. That's a bit of a difference from back in my day. If a serve hits the net and goes over, it's still legal. I remember that was not the case back. Between that and the side out rules, there are some differences from the time I followed the volleyball here. But now we're at 4-3 Squirettes with Jacoby continuing to serve. And at 4-4, the serve goes back to the Irish. And number 5, Isabella Zimlicki, is going to be serving for York Catholic. Zepeda DeBella to Kiefer, and the block goes out. That doesn't often happen, but that was a point to the Squires, although it was a good block by the Irish. And we have Kaylee Zortman back to serve for the Squirettes at 5-4 in the second game. Good kill there by Meredith Kiefer.
I do want to take a second to thank the line judges and the scorekeepers and the timekeepers and everybody who shows up to help to make these games possible. The parents that are out taking tickets, the concession stand workers.
Yeah, I'm a little bit focused now that I'm an official, looking at the officials.
Yes, and
but
thank our officials.
the line officials are volunteers, I believe. They're from the crowd, from the parents. It kind of feels like, how would we do a football game if the line judge and the head linesman were parents? That would be very difficult.
Yes.
So the officials here have some good help, but they have to take on some extra responsibility too.
And also a huge thank you to the PIAA officials. Without their dedication and time, these events wouldn't be able to happen. I encourage everyone, student 16 years and older and adults, if you're interested in any of the sports, please reach out for PIAA, and they're always looking for officials.
Yeah, and in my short experience, my only regret is that I didn't start 20 years ago. So anybody who's still playing or graduating or looking at getting back into something, it's very accommodating. Everybody I've worked with has really been supportive, in part because they want people to do this, and I found it very rewarding. So if you have a sport that you're interested in and you've got some excitement for, it's $40 to take a test to become an official. Give it a shot.
And we have players who play Friday night and officiate for younger kids on Saturday, Sunday. So
yeah, I don't know if we have any right now, but I know last year we had at least one who played varsity for Delone and would be with youth football on Saturday and Sunday. And it's a good way to learn the game even more. You think you know what you're doing until you're watching everybody or watching a small chunk of people. And we have Jada Brown to serve at 6-10.
I love seeing the young kids taking care of the ball on the side. You know, they really have great involvement by everybody here tonight.
And yeah, there are people that you don't think of. I mean, I'm thinking of, the ball people for football, to get the ball for the kickoff down to the goalpost for the back judge to get. And same thing with whether it's soccer or lacrosse or volleyball, a ball that goes out of play, to get a new ball or to get another ball that cycled in really keeps things moving. It allows, especially games that are based on a running clock.
Did she step out of bounds?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Stepped under the net.
Yeah.
But yeah, to keep a game with a running clock from losing time based on having to run down a ball, that's again just a service to the players.
And I do want to give a shout out to our AD.
That was looking for
Reverend
where he is,
Rudolph.
but yeah.
He's down there at the end.
Oh, there he is. He's on the corner.
He's been here, well, all day at school and then in through to this evening. So he gives a lot to the school in many different aspects, and we appreciate him.
He leaves long enough to pick up his kids from St. Teresa's, I think, but then he's back. But yeah, after the timeout, we're going to have Squires 13, Irish 6, or Squirettes 13, the Irish 6. And Cora Chronister to serve for the Squirettes. Good work by number 5 there for the Irish, and some defensive play there. Zimlicki, she's
some great court awareness. I see the ladies running and then they'll drop under so another player can get in there. That's good spatial awareness and court awareness to make sure you have coverage for that ball.
Yeah, making some of these things look like you meant to do it if you're scrambling, but recovering. And again, it's we talk about offense and defense in a lot of sports, but it's in volleyball you can go from offense to defense from that first to the third hit. That's what you want to do, and both of these teams are very good at that. So we have number 22, Reagan Miller, serving for the Irish at 7, serving 14 in the second game here. Delone's up 1-0 or 1 set to nothing.
What is going on?
And still at 16-7 with Caden Bello serving for the Squirettes.
I do apologize. I know you may not hear this live, but it looks like we have some internet problems, so we will upload in the entirety should we completely lose the stream. But we are still recording.
Okay. Yeah, on my side here, it looks like we did lose the stream, but we'll keep going. But we're at 17-8 Squirettes, with Bailey Green still serving for the Irish. Now 17-9. And one of the tougher things, you talked about spatial awareness, is knowing when a ball is close to the line is going to be in or out. Making that decision. Very good play there by the Irish, and just out again, playing a little bit deeper than the line. But we have had a series of points by the Irish, and we're down at 10 serving 17.
Like I said, I do apologize if we lost the stream. Looks like we could be back on the air. I'm not really sure where we are, but we will get the game uploaded in its entirety if we should lose the internet connection.
Yes, we're at 18-10 still. I'm double checking to see if things come back up. Now we are at 18-11, I believe. Or, yeah, 18-11, or 11 serving 18. And we may be back up. In which case, I'll take yes for an answer, and we'll make sure we have a solid one single stream back up later.
Yeah, we will. We do apologize if we cut out there. We seem to be live streaming on Wi-Fi, which is not always stable. We will try to get back up for hardwired for the next volleyball game, and when we get here for basketball, we'll try and make sure it's a wired connection. So,
well, we are wired, right? But it's just a matter of whether that connection is working. If there's not a wired connection, you know, if something is interrupting it, we do have the Wi-Fi the Wi-Fi connection available, and that kind of takes over.
I do believe what happened is we lost connection with the school's internet, so now we're going off of one of our devices.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, well, we're at 20-12 Squires with Zimlicki to serve for the Irish in our second game. Good hit there by Meredith Kiefer. And I think we have Kaylee Zortman serving now for the Squirettes at 21-12. Good hit there by the Irish to get the serve back. And we have Marley Koslow serving now for the Irish. Nice, I don't have another word for it, but nice delicate block there by Lily Kane, because she kind of looks like she hit it as she was falling back down toward, moving back down towards the ground, but very good control of herself and the ball. Keeps it on the Irish side, and serve went back to the Squires. I think they got that last point with the hit from the Irish being out, so it's now 23 serving 13 with Meredith Kiefer serving for the Squirettes. And they ran out of hits there to keep the ball up. So it's now 24-13 in favor of the Squirettes. And a bit of a hit that didn't quite get across there by Lily Kane. But at 14 serving 24, the serve's going to Jaden Brown. And Marley Rudolph with a hit, and that, I believe, brings it to 25-14 Squirettes. And that's 2 games for the Squirettes to 0 for York Catholic. Do we have any more? If we, I think last thing we talked about were the Trummers, and again, they're kind of in their 3rd generation, I think, now, with Alex being a part of the practice?
Yes, 1 second here. Because of the internet, like concerns, I was we looks like we lost a stream, but that we're still live. So I'm kind of all over the place here. So we probably lost that initial stream, but hopefully you came back in and found us. But again, we will get the full stream uploaded back on if that's the case. Are you still seeing us?
I'm seeing something that is live, that says it's live, but it's not a moving video.
Okay, so I do apologize about that. It appears that we did lose the live stream, but hopefully we can get back up. And like I said, it says that we're live, but I'm not sure where it's going out to. But we will get the recording up, and hopefully we get that worked out until the next next go round. I am looking to see more than one. And it looks like it's saying there's more than one stream going at a time, which again, I'm not seeing, so.
And Luke is saying one might be the huddle, and now that I'm seeing things, it may be.
And if that's the case, we're just gonna we're not gonna interrupt that,
Yeah,
but we'll fix that going forward, and we will get this live stream uploaded. That what might have happened is that might have came on and kicked us off, and that might have been why we had that interruption.
Yeah, it does look like ours cut out, but the huddle's still going. We are going to continue to talk through this, and if anybody's watching the huddle now, you're welcome to come back and watch us later.
Yeah,
if there's no need to really wait. I wouldn't say wait for us, but if you're watching later, we'll have a single stream up, I believe, with the entire game.
Yes.
So that'll be uninterrupted.
And we'll get that posted. We'll get that link to that solid stream on Facebook, as well as get that shared over. So we do apologize for that. Like I said, there's some kinks to work out, because when you have two competing streams, the huddle and this one will kick the other one out, which we may have problems with that during the one senior night where we have two things going. So we're going to have to.
And I don't know. I mean, I like the camera angle. I like the aspect ratio of it. So I would really prefer to just kind of get our audio into that if possible. But I really prefer to watch it through the huddle camera the way it stands right now.
We will talk to some people and see about making that a possibility.
Yeah, if the tech makes that possible, I think that's where I'd like to go. But starting off with the serve is the Irish. Nice hit there by Reese Meckley to get the first point here for the Squirettes. And I believe that one just hit the ground, although it was a good scramble there by Jill Sherdell for it. So we're now standing at 1-1 with Alexa Firestone serving for the Irish. And that serve is in, so it's now 2-1 Irish. And a good, solid, but not overpowering hit by Meredith Kiefer. Actually, I think that messed with the timing of the Irish there. So now we're at 2-2. Coming in with Ivy Nieves for the Squirettes.
I did get confirmation Kathy Little will be joining us on October 1st for field hockey.
Okay.
So we're excited to have her doing some things. We were trying to have her come here tonight, and there was a miscommunication on our part. So when she saw we were streaming, she apologized.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
saying, no, that was us, Kathy. It was a crazy week, but it's probably good she wasn't here because we would have spent more time off air than on air, I'm afraid, because we got kicked off. But we will upload this, and hopefully she'll be able to join us for the October 7th volleyball night.
Okay.
If her
Good,
schedule's free. So, and we'll have hopefully the bugs worked out by then. But we really appreciate, people like Kathy, who has coached and been a PIAA ref, volunteering to do this with us. Of course, we have Tony and George who take care of football. And we really appreciate the kindness of everybody involved in these events.
And we have Kaylee Zortman there tying the game up at 4-4, and she maintains the serve for the Squirettes. Well, yeah, not that I was ever stellar at basketball or tennis, but any skill I do have, I kind of owe to Kathy, so. Back at the McSherrystown, the Fairview Avenue fields there. Both teams seem to be making some of these difficult things look so easy. But now we're still at 5-5 in game 3. Delone's up 2-0, but the Irish are hanging in there, especially here in this third game. Good hit there by Kiefer. And coming in is Cora Chronister for the Squirettes to serve, giving Meredith a break. And we're at 6-6 now. A very literal back and forth game here. But Jaden Brown serving now for the Irish, trying to change that. Marley Rudolph with a hit. Caught Brown a little out of position. For a second, it looked maybe dangerous, but from the smile on her face, you see she seems to be okay and probably ready to get another shot at things. So Megan Jacoby's back to serve, and Jaden might get a chance to do that. Reese Meckley into the game for Ivy Nieves. That serve there by Megan was a little deep. So now we have back to 7-7. And Reagan Miller to serve for the Irish. And the Irish there varying the tempo to go up 8-7. Oh, and that was just a anticipation, not knowing whether the ball was going to be on one side or the other. Sometimes getting a second hit close to the net can be helpful. Sometimes it can be harmful. In that case, it just, while it physically landed on the side of the Irish, it was strategically on the side of the Squirettes. So now we're at 8-8 with Caden Bella serving. And that's 3 hits. So now we're 9-8 Squirettes with Bello still serving. Good dig there by Brown. And the hit there by Firestone didn't quite get over, so we're at 10-8 Squirettes in the third game here. Squirettes up 2-0, but both the early games have been competitive, and this one is the same. Reese Meckley with a good hit, but recovered by the Irish, and Megan Jacoby couldn't quite get to that one. So we're at 10-9 Squirettes with Bailey Green to serve for the Irish. And that serve was a bit wide of the court, so we have 11-9 with Marley Rudolph to serve for the Squirettes.
We do seem to have there seems to be a back and forth between the huddle and us that we're going in and going out. So again, if you are watching us, we do apologize. We're not sure what's going on with the internet. So we will upload tonight's game in its entirety sometime this evening or very early tomorrow morning. We do apologize for the interruption and the buffering. I'm sure that's very frustrating to watch and have the stream drop. We seem to have two competing streams, and that's what's killing it.
Well,
and because we have people on both, I don't want to cut one off for the other.
Yeah, at the moment, we'll keep going. We're pretty sure we have a recording that's going to be solid for this end, and whatever is up and running, I want to leave that going.
Yeah.
So if anybody does want to see what's going on in real time, they have a better shot at doing it.
Correct. And so again, and plus you have an option if you don't want to hear us talk, you can go to the huddle link. But I do apologize. This is, like I said, the first time we're in here in the gym this year, and so there's bound to be some kinks to work out in the process.
And we're still a pretty back and forth game. The Squirettes are up by 3, but it has been a very tight contest here in the third game. And Kaylee Zortman the serve. And some back and forth. Jaden Brown there was in good position, but the ball just wasn't at a place she could do anything with it. So now we have 15-11 Squirettes and timeout on the court. I just want to make sure right now as many people who want to see the live game get a live game to watch, and then we can get get this full as one chunk up there later.
The good news is I have figured out where the backup URL is so that we will be able to run 2 streams going forward at the same time when we're doing 2 senior nights. So that's the good news for the season. The bad news is I can't switch it right now.
Okay. Well, better to learn that now than on senior night. So hopefully that'll be information we'll be able to use then. this will be an acceptable product, and we'll have a better one when we need it or when we really want it. Not that this is anything more than this is an awesome game, but senior night is a celebration of its own as well.
Correct. And also when we know we might be competing with the huddle because we don't control the huddle usage, it's great to know how to bypass that stream and use a backup. So this,
and again, we have some more back and forth. It's still very close.
This isn't just a learning process for the students like Luke, who's our intern, and our other students. This is also a learning process for us.
Well, it's a bit frustrating. You do the same thing the same way and you get different results. I don't like that, but hey, it's sometimes what your reality is. Very good play at the net. Oh, okay. I missed something that wasn't quite according to Hoyle with that particular play, but that's why I'm not an official for volleyball, because that seemed very good to me. But the serve and the score has gone to the Squirettes with Cora Chronister here to serve at 17, serving 12. And not a very good angle on that. It couldn't get enough spin on it to make it turn. So Reagan Miller's, Reagan Miller's hit there didn't make it back down in the court. And with the serve going back to the Irish with Jaden Brown, we're at 18-13 Squirettes. (18-14) or 14 serving 18 for the Irish, but the lead is still with the Squirettes. But there was some enthusiastic play there, and that could build a little momentum. But that kind of caught Zimlicki in between underhanded and overhanded. And we have Megan Jacoby now serving for the Squirettes, with them leading 19-14.
I also want to take a minute while we're dealing with some technical difficulties to thank Mrs. Legacy. She keeps, every time we have a problem, she is so on it and keeps us going, and really appreciate her both during the school day, after school.
And again, she has good experience, good education, but the physical wires and where everything is and what things are, you don't learn it until you have a problem with it. She figures out what's there when it breaks down. So
and she's been amazing.
She's been mapping out the infrastructure here for years. I remember before she was here, Kevin Heilman was trying to do the same thing. So it very much is something that I think we've gotten it to where we're surprised when it doesn't work, but we should be surprised when it does.
And
just
not,
the way,
not
just
for
the way
lack of anybody's.
just the way the tech works, it's so tough to put things together.
And when you have a building this age with this many hands involved, it's done in sections. So
right.
We really appreciate everything Mrs. Legacy does to.
And that's not to say anything bad about how these things were rolled out. We did what we had to do.
Well, a lot of the things that happen here, we are lucky at Delone because it's volunteers and it's community partners pitching in, and they do a phenomenal job with everything. It seems our stream is back up. We lost some people. We do want to apologize to those who have hung in there or came back to us that we will get the entire stream up. It seems to be recording. It's just that there have been some technical difficulties. So
yeah, and I can't remember where I was heading.
We will hopefully have this worked out by the 7th when we're back.
So Megan Jacoby again with the serve. Found something unacceptable about that ball. But yeah, if we win. If we win this one, that's it. Yep. Sorry, we're communicating some of the scoring issue, not score issues, but the scoring mechanics here for the volleyball games. To the best of my knowledge, unless I'm uncharacteristically, unless I'm really mistaken, because I think this is it. It's the best of 5, so this is the 3rd game. If the Squirettes make it to 25 before the Irish, this may be the end of the match. If it's not that, I'll find out when it happens. But Megan Jacoby is still serving at 21-14. And now 21-15 with the Irish back on the serve, and Reagan Miller's back to serve at the moment.
I do believe, and I will be getting these dates to Mrs. Furman tomorrow, but I do believe Kathy has confirmed with us she will be joining us for field hockey on October 1st, boys soccer on the 3rd, volleyball on the 7th of October, and girls soccer on October 10th. So
sticking with the game as well, so it's a good change of tempo hit from Marley Rudolph, gets the serve back to the Squirettes with the score 22-16. Caden Bello back to serve. Now we're 23-16. And back to the Irish. They'll be serving 17-23. Bailey Green, the very first server of the night, is back to serve again. And Reese Meckley with a good hit, but brought right back. And Marley Rudolph getting the ball across the net on the 3rd hit. And now at 24-17, we have Marley Rudolph serving for the match, I believe.
Again, just want to mention, we do want to apologize to everybody for the buffering and the bounce back between the streams. It appears that the huddle has come on, and the two competing for the streams have knocked each other out. So we're going to work on fixing that in the future. We do apologize for that. We will upload tonight's match in its entirety so that you get an opportunity to see all 3 sets without interruption. On that, we do want to just let you know we will be live streaming tomorrow at the football game. We have the all-school mass coming up on the 19th and football again on September 20th. We do intend, we got confirmation, October 7th we'll be back for volleyball. So here, but for Bill Smith, our intern Luke, myself, and everybody at Delone, we want to thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time and hanging in there with us, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow night.